Happy Sunday. We doing good? I could not sleep last night. So that to me means there's a lot of you out there right now that is stressed. You are wondering how you're going to make things happen. You're worried, and I understand that. But you've made it thus far. Through all the battles, through all the crap, you have overcome every problem so far in your world to this day. You did. Right? Okay. So these are some of the things that I heard this morning that I pulled. Yeah, there's a lot here. But do you believe in your dreams? Can you bring it to life? Are you complaining all day and every day, doing nothing about it? Why? What message do you get in your head? Where do you feel it, and what does it tell you? You create your life by your emotional intelligence. I'll say that again. You create your life by your emotional intelligence. Your negative thoughts are not your intuition. Do not let them take over. Develop a few words that work to change your thinking. So when you get that bad thought in your head, what can you say to yourself to get it to dissipate and go away? When I first started understanding what that was about, I just would delete, no matter what I was doing in my head. Okay? Believing in yourself is what is necessary. You can truly do anything you want. How are you going to make that happen? Put it on paper where you can see it. So I'm going to use myself as an example because I use myself a lot. But when I chose to leave the state of Wisconsin and move to South Dakota was not where I was headed. I was headed to Idaho, where I was born. I was born there. I lived in the naval base and, my parents, and I don't know anything about that state because I was little. We moved because of my dad being in the Navy. But the thing is, before I left, I did a stay leave thing. And the leave took over because I actually put it on paper to see why I didn't want to stay, why I didn't, the things that were going on. And some of these really surprised me because I was like, oh, and I kept this because it will forever be something that I can look back on and go, when I put it on the paper and I could see it, is when I made the decisions. And then, on here I did, moving van, bubble wrap, all the things that I needed, and I dated it the day that I gave notice. And then by the time that I left. So by the time I gave notice and by the time I actually left, 5 weeks. Within 5 weeks. So that's, I guess my point is how quickly your life can change once you put it on paper and figure out what you need to do. When you just let it sit here and swim around and it just stays swimming around and you don't do anything about it. Okay? The other thing I did for myself, and this I did long ago, one of my mentors, Rebecca, Vibe Mentor, Trauma Spotting. It's a beautiful gift that she has, and it jumps you, through some of the things that you have a hard time getting past, and it gives you the tools. But this map that I created for myself are the things that I enjoy to do, and I have said this forever. Write yourself a list of the 10 things that you enjoy to do in your world. Well, mine is more than 10, which I know myself. And then you look at them and you figure out the ones you can make money doing. And even if it starts as a side hobby. Morning Gratitude started, basically in 2017 as a way for me to cope with myself because mentally I was not doing well. And I did not want to go down that rabbit hole again that I had gone down in 2010, where I checked myself into the hospital because I couldn't think straight anymore, but I wasn't sleeping. Anybody who's been down that road, when you're not sleeping, your brain plays tricks on you and it tells you things. And when you're down and you're in that spot is when the people who do not care about you come at you the hardest. And I already knew those people because they had been coming at me for forever. That's not love. That's competition. That is wanting to be right. That is wanting to put you in a place where they think they can dictate your life because it makes them feel better. And when people go after you to make themselves feel better, they are mentally not right. That is a mental instability, and they do need mental help. So figure that out. When people get that enjoyment out of putting you down and making you look like an asshole, there's something going on in their own brain that is not right. And they're not willing to take a good look at themselves. They would rather sabotage you and go after you to make themselves feel better, and then go out and tell people that you're this, you're that, you're whatever. I've lived it, you guys. I'm very sorry that this might be triggering to you, but a lot of people, you need to hear this, you know. And again, what I did, in the middle, I wrote, "Hello, beautiful." And then I've got 9 different things that I like to do in a day. 9. It's a lot. Not everybody wants to do that. But it gives me something that I can look at every day that hangs on my wall. That, okay, Lori, did you do a little bit of those things today so that I can feel whole? Walking is my therapy. Anybody that knows me well, that's what I everywhere I've lived, I have walked because I like to. I have a vehicle, but I don't barely drive it because I would prefer to walk, you know, unless I'm going to the grocery store. And then even then, I'll go to the grocery store, I'll walk there, and I'll cab it back because I'm giving $10 to my local cab company. You know, it's stuff like that. Figure out what makes you tick. What brings you joy? What brings you that you can show love? But are you being authentic and choosing yourself first? Are you treating yourself right? Are you shining your light into things that you love? Because it's there. I don't know how to better explain it to you. And I know that, and I can hear you guys. But Lori, I don't, start anywhere. Make the list. Make that list. It's on paper. Now you're committed. Once it's on paper, you're committed. The amount of journals, and these are just a few. I'm telling you, once you get it on paper, it starts to make the difference. And then I also have one other thing I wanted to show you guys today. Got a new crystal yesterday. It's called shungite. It's a healing crystal. Even if you heal it in your hand, put it on the body part that, you know, as I get older, sometimes I get out of bed and I'm like, why does that hurt today? And I laugh at myself, and I'm okay with that. But crystals are very healing. Beautiful book. Gifted to me by my son's girlfriend. And bring them into your world. The thing about it is, we look to too many things in the outside to make us feel better, when you can find the validation within you. And Mother Earth has everything you need to make you feel better. Everything. Pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know that. Research. Research, there's things, there's plants, there's this. Hug the tree. I'm telling you, takes all your negative energy. Anytime I feel myself just woohoo, I go outside and I hug my tree. Hold on to the branch for a while. Your left hand is your receiving hand, okay? Start doing some things for yourself. Start making yourself feel better. Quit looking to other people to make yourself feel better. You have everything you need right within. Right within. And I know a lot of you are struggling because I'm feeling it. And I have to physically shut you guys off when I go to bed. Because too many of you. And for those of you out there who are trying to sabotage the ones who are just trying to hold the light, get us through this phase of transformation, get us to this next level of love, joy, happiness, being kind to each other. Again, go pound sand, because you're not going to win. All that truth is coming out. And for those of you who haven't watched my video, wherever you are, here comes the truth. Go watch it. It's blowing up. It's giving you some of the insight of what's actually going on. Go have yourself a beautiful Sunday. Go enjoy the sunlight if you have some out there. Go do something for yourself. Write the list, because that list is going to change your life. I love you so much. Go ahead and have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon.